it's Stan Phelps, and we're here day 2 at the Cannes Festival. As you know, I'm here on behalf of The Burning Question. And let me give you just a rundown of what the highlights of day 2 are. Sat in actually like 5 seminars today. A lot of great stuff from the folks from Mo Films. They do a lot of crowdsourcing around filmmaking. Great interview with Spike Jonze that was sponsored by Kraft Foods. Very insightful from Spike. But the one I really was waiting for, and the one we're going to key on today, Mark Zuckerberg. And if you don't know who Mark is, CEO of Facebook at the young age of 26. Amazing. They say if you were just 1 in a million on Facebook, there would be 500 people exactly like you. That's right, they have 500 million people that are on Facebook right now. And the engagement is unbelievable. So he's going to talk a little bit about privacy, which is kind of a hot button. We're also going to do a great case study. The folks from RGA talked a lot about context-based marketing, and they've got a great example from Verizon and the Droid in taking over Times Square. And then lastly, we're going to give you a quick view of what the awards festival, each night they do, they hand out different lions. So I'm going to give you a sneak peek at the festival. And lastly, we're going to finish with a little postcard from the beautiful place that is Cannes. Take care, and I hope you enjoy it.
But I think people have very legitimate questions about the stuff, and it's a really important dialogue. When I talked about the mission of the company is to help make the world more open and connected by helping people share more. And I just think that there's this real natural tension between people seeing the value of wanting to share more stuff now, but still wanting control over everything they share, which is their right to have. And I think that that's different from the privacy expectations that people have had in the past. Right? I think in previous generations it's been, being private is good. Right now I think people are finding that there's this norm where, where a lot of people are finding value in sharing things, and as long as they have control over that, they're comfortable with that. But there's this tension in the world, right, of moving towards complete privacy towards more and more people being comfortable sharing. And I just think that reflects all the things that we do, right? I mean, it impacts users and how they use the site. People who've been on the site for 6 years, people who've signed up in the last 6 months. It affects the marketers we work with and our partners and all the developers, and it's just this constant dialogue that we're going to be having as we continue to roll out new things.
Millions of people visit Times Square every day, but how many of them know how much there is to do right around the corner? This out-of-home experience for Droid helped them find out, using Droid's most compelling feature, location-based voice search. The result was Droid Does Times Square, a first-of-its-kind experience that lets callers search the Times Square neighborhood just by speaking into any phone on any network. Callers simply dialed the number and said what they wanted. Hamburger. And a giant Google map showed the results that were closest to Times Square.
That's my search! Hamburger! They made it!
T-shirts. To deliver this experience, we put Droid devices at the core of the system. The result connected every caller to an actual Droid that performed real-time voice recognition.
Spandex.
Secret phrases also displayed animations, like turning the signs off or running them over with a subway train, and playing time-lapse video. And we promoted it throughout the web. And what better way to test drive a Droid than by using it to navigate the crossroads of the world with just your voice. Toys.
Past the midway point of the festival. 6 categories have been awarded, and as we can see from the results this week, despite the economic crisis, creativity is alive and well.